Okay, ladies, I think we're going to get started. It's 10:03. So if anybody comes on, that's fine. Good. So we are going to work on, before I do that though, I thought of something this morning when I do a prayer and I do a mantra with it. A lot of the prayers are the masculine form. And one prayer particularly that when you say it, if you're in shul and you're saying it, you should definitely make it the feminine, and that's Moda Ani. You hear them say Moda Ani because Moda is the masculine, but you as women should be saying Moda. There's other places, but sometimes we don't deal with it. It's just too much. But that one particularly, you should be saying it in the feminines because it applies to you. Okay, so we are going to work on, and I gave everybody pages. We're going to work on Havula Danoi. And what I think I'll do first is, hi there, Marlene. I think I will first, Betty's here. Good, Betty. All right. I'm going to show you a YouTube that I have a singing of it. There are quite a few different tunes for it. So let's go into this, share the sound. Share, here it is. Okay, so it always starts off with Mizmor LeDavid, and it is at the end of the Kabbalat service. So you can always find it at the end. So let's listen to how he sings it.
Mizmor LeDavid, Havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, Havu l'Adonai kavod va'oz, Havu l'Adonai kivod. Whoops.
Oh,
this oceanside verbo is about to become the backdrop for an unforgettable vacation.
Yishtachavu l'Adonai behadrat kodesh. Adonai el hamayim, el hakavod hirim, Adonai al mayim rabim, kol Adonai ba'koach, kol Adonai behadar, kol Adonai shover arazim, vayeshamer Adonai et arze halvanon, vayarkinem kemo egel.
I'm going to stop it there because many of the synagogues don't continue on with it singing. So let's stop share. Oh, actually, no, I think I'll put this. If you need, I'm going to have it up for the Lev Shalom. And we will read. I will ask each of you to read from your prayer books. And if you want to read it from here, you can. And let me see. Here we go. All right. So there are many different tunes.
Maybe a little bigger, Anne. It's
sure.
110. Try bigger.
I know. Okay. Give me a minute because I just have to keep shifting it. There we go. Let's go. We could go a little bit more. I think we could go 150 and see. Is that better for you?
Great.
Okay, good. So as I said, there are different tunes. It just depends upon the chazan and your congregation. But the point is you need to know the words. That's, because you'll be able to follow any tune, I think, if you know the words, if you're reading it and you know what you're reading and you see what you're reading. So let's start. Sharon Becker on? I don't know. Let me just see if Sharon Becker's on. I don't think so. Who is on? Who's different? Nope. Okay. All right. Let's go up here. All right. So Corinne is going to have you read first. I know you've got to get going. So why don't you start with the top two lines?
Okay, I'm coming.
Okay. I'm going to go on. I'll let her do it afterwards. Linda Burt, were you there, Corinne?
I'm here.
Okay.
Do you want me to start?
Yes, I want you to start because I wanted you to get it in before you have to leave.
Thank you. Mizmor LaDavid. Havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim. Havu l'Adonai kavod va'oz.
Good, yes.
Kavu l'Adonai karod
No,
shmo.
kavod.
Kavod shmo.
All right, let's stop there. That's good. All right, thank you. Let's see. Judy, would you please read the next three?
Hashi, Hashi,
E,
Hashi,
E.
Hishtachavu la Adonai ba'ad
No, be, had,
Baharat
had. You have to
Kodesh
hear that dalit. Behad, rat.
Bahad Rat
Good.
Kodesh Kol Adonai Al Hamayim El Ha Habach
No, not a bet.
Hakavod
Good.
Hakavod
Yep.
Here Im.
Okay. And read this one.
Okay. Adonai Al Mayim Rabim.
Good. Okay. All righty. Let's see. Charlotte, would you please read the next three? Make sure you're unmuted, please. Charlotte, where are you? Charlotte, you were there. Charlotte, yeah. Unmute, please. and read from Cole. Whoops.
I got
There.
it. Now I'm reading it. So where am I supposed to be
All
starting?
right, start at this Cole after that.
I'm reading from a book, so I don't.
Right.
Uh,
Okay, so 1, 2, 3,
so
4,
wait,
7. The seventh line down, not these more, but the seventh line down.
So
It
Cole,
should be the same in your book.
Cole, one, 2, 3, 4. Cole Adonai Shav 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 Shav.
No, don't you have Bakoach?
Oh, you know what's going on? The book I'm using, the lines are continuous. So
Oh, okay. All right.
I
So
don't-
find Kol Adonai Bakoach.
not finding it.
So
Oh.
it would be like the fourth line down, I guess.
I've got it now. Is it Kol Adonai Bakoha?
Ach.
Bakoha.
Good.
Kol Adonai Bahera.
Be. It's a be.
Behera.
No, that's beha. That's a dalit.
Right, I've lost it too. But Behada.
Behadar.
Behada.
Yep.
Kol Adonai Shahavir.
Show there.
Shover al zim.
Right. Arazim.
Arazim.
Good. Okay. That's the three. Good. All right. I know a couple of you do this, and don't be offended. I find this with my third and fourth graders. The resh and the dalit. A dalit always has that little cap at the end, like this one, and the resh is just totally rounded. And that just seems to be one that catches a lot of people. So the dalit has that little cap. The resh is totally round. Okay. A lot of Goldman, I don't think is on. Betty, please read from here, Vaish Shaber. You got to unmute.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, where
That's
are
okay.
we? But Vashaber.
Vayishaber.
Vayishaber Adonai et Arad say.
Arze.
Arze. Arze. Hal Vinon.
It's a vet. Va.
Yeah, I said Hal Vanon.
Good. Mhm.
Vyar.
Yar. It's a Yud. Yar.
Vyar ki
Vayar. Vayar.
Vayar ki dem kedem
Dame. Kidame.
kidem
Okay.
kamo gal
Agel.
agel
Good. Okay. And one more line.
levanon bashirin.
Visi. Si.
Oh yes, vasirin.
Okay, so it's Visir Yod. Yod. That's a hard one because that dot is up there for the Yud, and it's the Resh goes Visir, blends with the Sin, and then the Yud and the O and your final Nun. So it's Visir Yon.
Yon vasir yon
Right.
kamo van ra
Ven.
ben Ra'amim.
Re-a-mim.
Ra'amim.
Good. Okay. I know it's that particularly that Yud is confusing too. All righty. Zelda, please read the next.
Okay, whoops. Cole Adonai. Oh, am I on the right?
Yes, you're on
one?
the right one. You're on
Okay.
the
Cole Adonai Chotsev Ha Vote
good.
H Cole
Yes.
Adonai Yachil Midbar
Mm-hmm.
Yachil Adonai Midbar
Mead. It's mead.
Midbar Kadesh
Dash.
Kadesh.
Yes.
Kol Adonai Yecholel
Lail. Right. Uh-huh.
Ayalot
Yeah. Vayeh.
Vayicheson
Vayeh.
Via He
Che.
Viechech Shof.
Nope, it's a sin because the dots, there's two dots, the dot and the dot for the vowel. So it's Vayechesof.
Viechesot Sof
Mm-hmm.
You are wrote.
Good, good, very good. All right. Let me see. Andrea, please read the next three.
So where am I starting? Yeah.
Uv, hey, chalo.
Yeve
Uv,
kalu.
uv,
Ve kalu.
hey, lo. It's uv, hey, chalo.
Uv he. Yeah.
No, you don't hear the yud. You don't hear a yud.
Oh,
The yud, the yud's silent.
Yuv he kalo.
All right, so it's uv, not you. Uv,
Uv
hey, chalo.
uv he kalo.
Good. Well,
Kalo.
somebody's practicing and you need to mute. Okay, please, because we can hear you. And I'm glad you're practicing, but we hear you. Go ahead.
K lo.
Ku, lo. Three
Ku.
dots there is the same as a dot in the middle. Ku, lo.
Ku lo. O mer. Kavod.
Good.
Adonai la ma me mol.
Bull. Lama, bull.
Lama bul. Shav.
Ya. You hear the yud now. Ya. Shav.
Ya. Shav.
Good.
Vayeshev.
Ba.
Vayeshev.
Yay. Shev.
Vayeshev. Adonai melech la yom.
Le.
Le yom.
Olam. Le olam.
Le olam.
Good, good. Okay, I think that was 3. Let me just check my book to see.
That was a hard
No,
one.
usually I'm okay. Okay, all right. Good. So that was the issue. All right. Let's see. Melinda, if you would please read these 2, and then we'll go back up to the top.
Okay. Adonai Oz Lit Amo
Mm-hmm.
Yitain
Yes.
Adonai Yevarech
Mm-hmm.
Et Amo Vashalom.
Yes. Okay, let's go up to the top. You do this one.
Havu Ladonai B'nai Elim.
Yes, very good. Thank you. Alrighty. Madeline, please read the next 3.
Chavu Adonai Kavod.
Kavod.
No?
Yes, kavod.
Okay. Va'oz. Havu Ladonai.
Ladonai. Ladonai.
Havu Adonai Kavod Shemo.
Good.
Ishtachavu Adonai Behadarat.
No, v'had rat. V'had rat.
Behadrat Kodesh.
Good. Okay, great. Okay. And now, Arlene, please read the next 3.
Starting with Barham.
Nicole Adonai here. You're up at the top. I went back to the top of it. And now we're down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th line down.
Oh, we're going back to the beginning?
Yes.
Oh, I was looking ahead on the next page. The
Okay.
5th line?
Actually, most congregations will stop at the end where we stopped. So I don't want to go further. It's a lot more. And this is the basic prayer. So go ahead. Now you're at Kol Adonai.
Kol, on page 21. Kol Adonai Almayim.
Al.
Al Hamayim.
Mm-hmm.
El Hakavod.
Mm-hmm.
Haraim.
Here, im.
Hirim.
Right.
Hirim. I'm not used to that. Is that a unusual here? I'm not used to hearing here.
All right. Well, it's the resh blends with the he, here, im. And that's the difference.
Okay.
All right. Next line.
Adonai al Maim Rabim.
Good. Yes. Okay. I think was it. Okay. One more, I think. Right? Yeah. One more.
Kol Adonai Bokoa. Bakoa.
Koach. Yes. Koach. Good. Yep. All right. Thank you. Let's see. Sheila, please read this line. I'm going to come up a little here. This line. Or from your book, either one. You got to unmute, hon. Sheila, are you frozen on there? I see you. There you are. Okay, there you go. You're on mute.
No, my computer's unstable. It went out. I came back in again. I forgot to unmute. I'm sorry. Let's go
Okay,
back.
that's
Where
all
am I?
right.
Um,
You're on this one.
Kol Adonai.
I'm having trouble hearing you. We can't hear you. Yeah. Sheila, you'll have to, I'm not sure what, but we're not hearing you. I'm not hearing you at all.
He's beeping.
Sheila, I hope you
And
can.
put
hear
in the
me.
chat that you can't hear her.
Can you hear
Sheila,
her? Can you hear her
her
clearly?
voice is distorted.
Yeah, her voice is distorted.
Yeah, can you put it in the chat and maybe she'll realize?
I'm putting it. I'm
Okay.
writing it right now.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
because I guess she does not realize it and she
Yeah, I
can't.
think she
hear.
doesn't realize. I just messaged her.
Okay, thank you. Was that Beth?
Melinda, I texted her.
Melinda, Melinda, thank you.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go on. If Sheila comes back on, that's good. But in the meantime, Beth, if you'll read this line.
Sure. Kol Adonai Shover Arazim Vayishber Adonai Vayishaber Adonai Et Arzei Halavanon
It's just not it's halvanon.
Halvanon
Good.
God, you couldn't teach this.
Vayarkidem Kimo Egel.
Good. Okay. A lot of word there. All righty. And Suzanne, if you would read the next three.
Who? Me?
Yes.
Suzanne.
Oh.
Look, Lavanon,
Mm-hmm.
Bashirin, Ron.
It's a sin. It's a sin.
Basiron.
It's Vasir Yon. There you know that yud and that dot is an
The
O.
yud really confuses me.
I know.
Yon, Kamo, Vain,
Then. Yes.
Amon, Meme.
Meme.
Well, I'll try it again.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Na,
Stop. Because you're getting yourself all.
Okay.
It's then. You got. Go ahead.
A meme.
A meme. Yes, it's not a ra. It's a r. Just a meme. Good. Okay.
Kol Adonai. Huzev.
No, it's an O at the top. Code save.
Code save.
Not co. Code save.
Code save. La ovot.
Ha.
La havot. Ash.
Aish. Aish is a man. Yeah. Okay. You want one more line?
Okay. Kol Adonai. Yek. Keel.
Yachil. It's a chet.
Lachil. Midavar.
It's
Midabar. Interrupt. I'm leaving now, Anne. Thank you.
Bye-bye, Corinne. Bye-bye.
Midabar.
Mm-hmm.
Yachil.
Good.
Adonai. Midbar. Midbar. Kadosh. Kadesh.
Right. That is a root. Kuf dalet shin kiddush kadosh cake, but this is kadesh. Yes. Okay. Very good. Everybody, I think, has read. Do you want to?
And
yes,
Sheila. Am I back? I can't.
Yes, you are. Why don't you read? Yes.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
Where might you be?
Okay, so let's go. It's towards the bottom, And I'm going to just have you read the last 3 lines. Vayeshev is
Vayeshev Adonai melech leolam. Adonai oz le'amo yitain. Adonai yivarech et amo vashalom.
Good, good. Anybody want to take a chance and sing it? Beth's shaking her head now. This is a tune that I had learned. Let me see if I can do it because my husband's talking. I can hear him. Havu Ladonai b'nei Elim. Havu Ladonai kavod va'oz. Havu Ladonai kavod shemo. Ishtachavu Ladonai v'hadrat kodesh. Kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod hirim. Adonai al mayim rabim. Okay, I'll stop now. You'll sometimes notice with certain chazanim, in order to get words in, they repeat other words and then they lump them together. It's putting music to prayer is not an easy thing, but they have been doing it obviously for centuries. And there are so many different tunes. Anybody have a tune that you know that you would like to sing for us? Go ahead, Madeline.
I think my tune for part of it was the same as that YouTube that you had put on initially.
Uh-huh.
He had a beautiful voice.
Yeah, well, that's good. All right, that's good. So start at the top. Good, yes. What some of them will do, I will tell you, is what some I've been in, they will sing part, then the chazan will say a part, then the congregation comes back in and sings another part with him. So, but that was very good. Anybody else?
Well, doesn't the congregation at our synagogue come in with call? I don't know, in the middle there. That's where everyone seems to come in.
It is different at every synagogue. I know that. I've actually have been to a Reform one that does it one way, and I'm at a Reconstructionist now, and the conservative I was at, and I went to other conservative, and they do it differently. So it just depends. As long as you can read it, you'll be able to follow them and stick with it. So let's see, we've got some time. Anybody want to repeat any more of this or another prayer we have done?
Oh.
Would you like to
prayer? Another prayer.
Could you play, now that we studied the words, could you play the guy singing the first couple lines again? We could hear his beautiful voice.
Sure. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. So where is he? So he is,
now that we can read it, now we can hear it.
Right. Okay. So he does start with Mizmor LeDavid. There you go.
Mizmor LeDavid. Havu Ladonai b'nei Elim. Havu Ladonai kavod va'oz. Havu Ladonai kivod shemo. Ishtachavu Ladonai behadrat kodesh. Kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod hirim. Adonai al mayim rabim.
So this is where
Kol Adonai ba'koach. Kol Adonai behadar. Kol Adonai shover arazim. Vayeshamer Adonai et arze halvanon. Vayarkinem kemo egel Levanon v'Sirion kemo ven re'emim. Kol Adonai חוצב לבותש, כל אדוני יחיל מדבר, יחיל אדוני מדבר קדש, כל אדוני יחולל איילות. ויחשוף יערות ובחלו כולו אומר כבוד. אדוני למבול ישב וישב אדוני מלך לעולם. אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום.
He does have a lovely voice. That's
Beautiful.
true.
And,
Wait a minute.
and what is
I'm gonna
the
stop.
line? And
What?
what is the line that's on the screen? right where your cursor is, the line between the next line down. Next line down.
This one?
After the word. What's the line? After
Oh,
the
that
word.
line, that's just a divider. It's like a trope divider. You don't pay any attention to that. The singers will, maybe that's where he stops, maybe that's where he goes up, but that's just a divider, a trope, just for the singing part. Has nothing to do with the words.
Thank you.
Okay.
And will we have time at any on any particular Friday to learn Ashrei, to go over that?
Actually, Ashrei is part of it. Let me see.
Our congregation does it so fast.
Mine too.
The assumption is that people have been doing it their whole life because they went to
Actually, no, Ashrei is not part of ours, but we could, let me see if I can find one. And we could actually just read it from the book. You could, let me see if I can find it for you. Have it in there. Ashrei is, I have to tell you something. I learned these things and they tell you it's Aramaic. So
maybe that's why it's hard.
I'm gonna stop share. And honestly, I can't tell you the difference between Aramaic and Hebrew. I truly can't. It's just me. I learn it, I know it, I read it, that's it. They're very similar. There are some different parts of it. So like I say, I'm gonna be honest, that's it. But Ashrei is one of those prayers that you literally have to practice a line at a time, a line at a time. I have done it at my synagogue that I used to
Why don't we
belong
do
to.
it now? Why don't we practice it if we have time?
We can. I don't know if I can get it up on the, let me see something. Let me see if I can get, I'm gonna go back into a screen share and see if I can find it so that I can send it, so we can do that. So let me, here, Ashrei. Ashrei, let's see what we got. Ashrei. Ashrei, that tells what it is. Video. Here it is.
Complete text.
Let's see if this one works. Oh, it's going to be singing.
Ashrei. Ashrei yoshvei vetecha.
Okay, I'm going to stop. If you like, I can leave. We can go back to that.
The line above it and in the search said complete text, just above this YouTube. You see complete text of Ashrei?
Good catch. Let's see. Complete text of Ashrei. The only thing.
No, it's line by line translate.
Yeah. No.
That's not a help.
No, not a help. If I can find it. Let's see how to say Ashrei, my Jewish learning. This is sometimes good. Let's see what they come up with. It's also
it said for complete text in Hebrew, click here.
In that part? No.
Further up on this page.
No. Yeah, well, I did that. Where?
No, on that same page. It said
on that same page, how to say Ashrei.
Yeah. Just go down very slowly. Oh, where did it go already? In dark text, it said click here. Go very slowly.
There's a
There, you
complete text
see?
here. Okay,
We'll see if that works.
let's see. Oh, that does
Is
it
that
the same way.
thing?
That's it, taking it from the same one that it did.
Too
I tell
bad.
you what, let's look in the book. Everybody find it in your book? Let me see.
Okay.
I can give you some,
Why can't we hear him sing it though? I like hearing him sing it.
you want to hear him sing it?
Yes, yes. yes.
Okay.
Well,
so
because sometimes you can remember it with the tune in there, it reminds which words are going with the melody. It's like joining them.
let
What
me
page
go
is it?
back to find the
Left
one.
Alone? I gotta find it. Hold on.
Okay, I gotta find, here's the. Come on. All right,
Ashrei.
wait a minute, before he starts, you want to find it in your books?
Can't find it.
I'm just gonna follow along because it's big there.
And it's actually on Saturday morning. Ashrei, here and it's toward the end. In Liv Shalom, it says 181. And in Siddur Sim Shalom, it's 420. And in the Kol HaNeshama, I don't know, Charlotte, which
It
one
is
it is.
181 in Lev Shalom.
Okay.
Thank you.
429.
We found it at 136.
As long as you found it. It's actually a lot of places, just so you know.
Yeah,
Actually,
136 in Lev Shalom also.
okay, yeah, it's in a couple places. So just pull it up.
It's right
and-
after the Torah service.
Right.
Right. As well as
420
other
in the
times.
Soft cover, Sim Shalom.
All right, so look for your Torah service
Okay.
in there, and you'll see after the reader holds, after generally it's after they lift the Torahs and all, you say a prayer for peace, and then the Ashrei.
Yeah.
It's on 152 in the soft cover for weekday.
Very good, thank you. All right, everybody. Everybody got it?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so let's
Yes.
play him. Let's play him.
Ashrei Yoshevei Vetecha, Od Yehalelucha Selah. Ashrei ha'am shekacha lo, Ashrei ha'am she'Adonai Elohav, Tehillah leDavid. Harumimcha Elohai hamelech, Va'avarecha shimecha le'olam va'ed. B'chol yom avarechecha, V'halela shimcha le'olam va'ed. Gadol Adonai u'mehulal me'od, V'li gedulato ein cheker. Dor ledor yishabach ma'asecha, U'gvurotecha yagidu. Hadar kivod hodecha, V'divrei niflotecha asicha. Ve'ezuz noreotecha yomeru, U'gedulatecha asaperena. Zecher rav tuvecha yabiu, V'tzidkatecha yiranenu. Chanun v'rachum Adonai, Erech apayim ugdol chesed. Tov Adonai lakol, V'rachamav al kol ma'asav. Yoducha Adonai kol ma'asecha, V'chasidecha yivarechucha. Kivod malechutecha yomeru, Ugevuratecha yedaberu. Lehodia livnei ha'adam gevurotav, Uchevod hadar malechuto. Malechutecha malechut kol olamim, U'memshaltecha bechol dor vador. Somech Adonai lechol hanoflim, V'zokef lechol hakfufim. Einei chol elecha yisaberu, Ve'ata noten lahem et ochlam be'ito. Poteach et yadecha, U'maspia lechol chai ratzon. Tzadik Adonai bechol derachav, V'chasid bechol ma'asav. Karov Adonai lechol kore'av, Lechol asher yikra'uhu ve'emet. רצון יראיו יעשה, ואת שבתם ישמע ויושיעם. שומר אדוני את כל אוהביו, ואת כל הרשעים ישמיד. תהילת אדוני ידבר פי, ויברך כל בשר שם קודשו לעולם ועד. ואנחנו נברך יה, מעתה ועד עולם, hallelujah.
Okay. You're welcome. So I'm going to save this too and add it to my bookmark so I have it. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to stop share for right now so we can look at each other. First of all, it's a responsive, as you all know. And some people concern themselves only with the lines that the congregation learn the whole thing, practice the whole thing. One of our past region presidents, I don't know if you know Jeannie Blair. Sheila does, I know. Jeannie used to not trick us, but Jeannie used to say, we're changing it up. And she, instead of starting it, she would have us start. That way we were learning the whole thing. So it is a lot of practice. That's truly what it is. I mean, we could do it again. If you want to do it through over the book, what's our timing? Well, we have some time. If you'd like to do that, just always remember, they do speed through it. I often will just do it as best I can and do it. And I may be behind them, but I like to read all the Hebrew. So I will do that. If I'm leading it, I give people time to get it. So I think that's the important thing. You all are doing a great job. So, you know, but it takes time. You can't expect to know these prayers, even though you've heard them, you haven't read them. So you have to give yourself credit for that. Give yourself time. What, Marlene?
So Ashrei means joyous?
Yes, Asher is up, lifting up, Asher.
I like that. I like that. I was always trying to figure out what Ashrei meant, and now I'm looking at it in all the, you know, the English.
It's if you look at the English, yes, it's a beautiful prayer. I cannot tell you word by word what it is.
No, but
I don't read Hebrew that well. I read Hebrew. I don't translate.
It's the cheat sheet of the English. It says,
Right.
joyous are those who dwell in your house, and then joyous the people, joyous, and it's all the Ashrei.
Right, right. It's about happiness. It is. It's about, you know, it's a Psalm of David. So most of his were pretty joyous. There were some sad ones, but you know, David wrote a lot of Psalms. So let me see. Would you like to go over that in your books? We could just,
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do that.
We could start at least.
Good. Everybody's got it. So
Anne, where is it? I don't have it.
Page 181.
who's
In the
asking?
Shalom?
All right. So what,
181
In which book?
in which book?
in the
181.
Lev Shalom.
In
Lev
Zine
Shalom.
Shalom, Saturday, it's
I
420.
don't,
Anyone know in Dursim Shalom?
I don't have
Zine
it.
Shalom.
I have
I'll tell you
420,
what,
Shabbat and festival.
Find the Torah service. Everybody find the Torah service.
I'm in the
And
Torah
it's
service.
after the Torah service. It's a couple places, but it is after the Torah service.
It's not
Right.
on the top of the page.
I think
It's-
First is for the
That's
week.
okay, Zodiac, and it's a
And
month
you'll
for
sometimes
that.
find, you won't always find it in the middle of it or starting at the top. You'll find it below.
Right,
Like in the
below.
one I have right now, it's below the prayer of Harachamim. So it's
I went
below.
through, yeah, but
Look for a little-
I'm already in Musaf.
All right, so
No,
from before.
too far. Too
Go to your
far.
Torah service. Find the Torah service.
420.
I'm in the
That's
Torah.
the
the
easiest
weekday
one.
service, it's page 78 in Sim Shalom.
Oh,
For
yeah,
the weekday.
Ashrei, it's on 420 and Cedar Sim Shalom, the old one. It's in Lev Shalom 181. Does anybody here have Cedar Hadash? None of you do you? You have the Cedar Sim Shalom, Zelda. It's a newer one, but it's after the Torah service.
I
Find it,
have,
Andrea.
I have Siddur Hadash.
Andrea, did you find it?
No,
And I have both of them.
Did you find the Torah service?
no, not yet. Oh, yes, I just did.
Okay, so look at the end of the Torah service after the Aliyot, after.
Here, I got it. Got it.
After you-
Okay,
after you
everybody else
find
got it?
Torah, Is it after you return the Torah?
No, it's before.
Okay.
No, it's before, but it's that you lift the Torah, you put the
I
Torah.
found it. I found it.
Good. Okay.
I
All
have
right.
to tell you that Nell and I were in the same bat mitzvah class. We never learned the Ashrei. We practiced, we tried. One person in our class learned it. And then later on, the teacher that taught us originally said, if you want to come one night, I'll work with you guys. We still never learned it. I find that I look at, the words just get stuck. The letters, I
They
can't
do.
do it.
It's a mumble jumble. And when they're going too fast in the tempo, it's not good. But let's do it. We can do it line by line. And I'll take one of you at a time. I'm looking at you on my screen. So I'm going to go according to my screen, starting from the right, going over. So Melinda, if you would start it's the top two, actually.
I see it. Thank you. Ashrei, Yoshvei, Veitecha,
Techa.
Veitecha, Od, Yahale, Lucha, Selah, Ashrei, Ha'am, Sheka, Sheka,
Yes.
Lo,
Good.
Ashrei, Ha'am, She'adonai, Elohan.
Hav.
Elohav, right, Elohav.
Yes. Okay. And you all know the next line, right?
Tehillah David.
Tehillah David, right? Because it's a song of David. Okay, very good. Charlotte, unmute and start with the next one. And I'll have you each do the line. I think I'll have you do 2 lines. We'll do it that way then. Yeah. Fine.
Aro mim ha.
Micha. You hear the micha.
I don't think I can do this cold. Alo who?
Elohai. Elo, not I'm sorry. Elohai.
Elohai. I can't do this. Hamalach.
Melech.
Hamelech.
Lech.
Lech. I'm going to stop there.
All right. Okay. Well, follow along as we're doing. Beth, why don't you start at the beginning of that line and read that in the next one?
Okay. The line starting Aromimcha.
Yes.
Okay. Aromimcha Elohai Hamelech Va'avarcha Shimcha Le'olam Va'ed B'chol Yom Avarchecha Va'ahalilah Shimcha Le'olam Va'ed.
Good. Okay. Judy, Frank, if you would read.
Gadol Adonai Umhalo.
Umhu lal.
Umhulo.
Umhu
Umhulo. Ma'od. Valig had la
Now,
to.
the league do. The 3 dots, triangles do.
Valig do la to. Ain. Cheker.
Good.
Dor lador Vishamcha.
Vishabach.
Yeah, Vishamcha.
No. Vishabach.
Vishamcha. Ma'as.
Wait, stop.
What?
It's a bet. Did you see that? So it's maybe I'm not hearing you right, but it's Yeshabach.
Oh, Yesha Yishabach.
Good.
Okay. Ma'asecha. Ugvuro rotecha.
Good.
Yagidu.
Good. Yes. But that other word is a nice mouthful. All right. That's it. Andrea, do the next two, please.
Yes. Hadar, Kivod,
Not key,
Kavod, Oh, who,
ho,
Ho, Decha, the Divrecha.
No.
Excuse me, I added extra things.
You did.
Vidivara.
No, it's the Divre.
Vidivre. Oh, that makes sense. Vidivre.
This is a mouthful.
Niflotecha.
Nifeleotecha. See each one. Nifeleotecha.
Oh, okay. Nifoletecha.
Okay. Nifeleotecha.
Nifeletecha.
Oh, there's a dot at the olive.
Oh. Nifla flotecha.
Well, it's not flow, it's le-o. You even heard.
Okay.
Nifeleotecha. You have to do each one separately.
Nifo lo te.
Le.
Is it letecha?
Le-o. There's an O for the olive.
Oh.
Le-o.
Oh, techa.
Yes.
Okay. Asecha.
Asicha.
Asicha. Says
Zeus. Ve'ezuz.
Ve'ezuz. Oh yeah, that dot is there. No.
Oh, there's a dot. There's a dot over that olive. No re-echa.
No ro.
Not ro. Re.
What?
It's not ro. It's r-o. The olive is the sound of the O.
No re-o techa.
Yes.
Okay, good.
There's a dot over that yud. There's a dot over that yud, so that's a vowel.
Yo. Maru.
Meru.
Yo Meru. God lo la techa.
Okay, so it's ugadu la techa.
Ugadu. Ugadu.
La techa.
La
You got
techa.
that. Try it again.
Ugadu la techa.
Techa. Okay.
That's one word.
Yes, that's one
Why
word.
it's so hard.
I know. It is.
It's it's like a multi-syllable word in
You're
English.
exhausted after doing this, right?
Does this count as a workout for Weight Watchers?
Go ahead, last one, Andrea.
Asafa.
Asa.
Asa. Verenu.
Na.
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 Oh,
Na.
Asafa.
Asa perenna.
Na.
Right. Okay.
Verena.
It is. It's tough. All right, Suzanne, that was good. Suzanne, do the next two, please.
Yeah, can I interrupt for 1 minute before Suzanne reads? The
Sure.
one thing I'm finding very confusing is the letters that have the 2 dots under it. Like when the line before where she just read, the Nifleotecha. If you've got 2 letters next to each other, wouldn't it be Nifleotecha? Do you pronounce the I for both letters? Like how sometimes we're blending it where we barely hear it, and other times you're saying it very pronounced.
Or is that the difference between Hebrew and Aramaic?
Yeah, that is. And also, if you remember, I sent you all something where the 2 dots, it is different times. It's, I wish I'm not a linguist, so I don't know to tell you the exact reason. I know what I practice and I know what I hear. I remember him hearing that when he did it. So
it just sounds so strange to hear Nifile.
But it's not fit. It's Nifile. It does go faster than that. It's Nifile.
You told us this is Aramaic, so maybe that's the difference between Aramaic and regular Hebrew.
And I know I shouldn't say this, but if you pronounce that little bit wrong, no one's,
It's
you're not gonna
okay.
get a grade.
For anyone
And
catch
you're
it.
getting it, you're really getting it, but to be so exact, it's hard. And honestly, if you listen to some of, God bless these men, they don't pronounce anything. They smush it all together. I get so upset with them sometimes because they're not reading it, they're memorized it and they have pushed it all together. So really, if they were to try and their words are not correct, they're not even saying the word. So you're doing a good job. If you go fill or fill, it's still those letters and it's still the root. That's the one thing about Hebrew is there's always a root word. And that root word is what you look at also when you're talking. So, like the kuf dalet shin, kadesh, kiddush, kadosh. It's all about holy. So that's your root word. So Beth, I wish I could give you a better answer, but.
Okay, just, yeah, it just seems like sometimes we're pronouncing it and sometimes we're not.
Right. Okay, so where are we?
Daycare.
Zecher, right. Okay, and it's you, Suzanne, right? Okay.
Yes, unfortunately. Zecher, Rav,
Tuvecha.
Tuvecha. Aba.
No, ya.
Ya. Oh, there I go again with the ya. Yaba.
Not ba. That's it. One dot under it.
Ye be.
Ya be u.
Yeah, ya be u.
Yes.
You don't say the little.
No.
Okay, see, that's where I get confused. Vizi.
Seed.
The seed. The seed.
It's the tzidkatecha. The tzidkatecha. Right.
Okay. Do I do the ya there?
Yes.
Yerab Banu. Nu.
Name
Nu.
Yeah.
Yarabenu.
Nay. Nu. 2 nuns.
Nu. Yarabenu.
Nay. Nun.
Yarabenu. right?
Ye, ra, ne, nu.
Ya,
Yeah,
ra, ne, nu.
Good, yes.
Okay. Boon,
Kanun, kanun.
Kanun, Varachum,
Chum,
Rachum, Adonai, Erech, Apayim, Ugadol, Hasir.
said. It's a
Hased.
Dalet, chesed.
Hased.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's hard. All right, good.
It's like my mouth just doesn't want to move in those words, for those words.
That happens to a lot of us. Believe me, I have that problem too. Judy, are you here or wait a minute? Oh gosh, you all it moved around. Marlene, let me go with Marlene. Do the next one.
Starting with Tove.
Tove, yes.
Nice to see short words that I know already in Hebrew. Is that cheating? Tove, Adonai, Lako, the easy ones. Varahamav, Al, Kol, Ma'asav.
Okay, don't try and sing it yet.
Okay.
Just get your words.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Yodecha.
Okay, so let me say something. The two dots, you kind of ignore it, goes Yoducha. Yoducha. It's
this is what happens on the bigger screen is I blow up my text. Okay, there's the
okay.
Yoducha. Adonai. Kol Ma'asecha.
Yes.
Kol Ma'asecha. Vahasidikta.
Decha.
Oh, Vahasidecha.
Good.
Vivar.
No. It's a yud.
Yivar.
Right.
Yivar kucha.
Okay, so in this one, it's Yivarechucha. You hear the r.
Yivarechucha.
Okay, good. All right, this page. All right, Sheila, you haven't done it yet.
Kavod malchutecha yomeru ugavuratecha yedaberu.
Good.
Lahodia livnei ha-adam gavurotav.
Good.
Uchvod hadar malachuto.
Good. Okay. Who has not read yet? Zelda, please.
Malchutecha, Malchut, Kal, Kol, Olamim, Mimama, Mem, Shile,
Shaltecha. That's a yeah. Shaltecha.
Mem Shaltecha. Kol David the door.
Door. Right. Okay. Next line.
Somecham Adonai.
Somech.
Adonai. Lechal. Chol.
Yes.
Hagov.
No, that's a nun.
That's a nun. Hano nof lim.
Yes.
Zoch kef.
Kef.
Lechel.
Chol. Lechol.
Hakiv. Fo
Hakufufim?
Hakufufim.
Hakufufim.
Right, okay.
That's my eyes, not my reading.
That's right. Judy, did you read? Judy, you're muted. You're muted, dear.
Okay, I had an important phone call I had to take. So where are we now?
Oh, okay, good. So we're on the Ashrei and we are towards the
No,
end.
I know that, but what?
All right, so we're at the line Eine Cho.
Line starting with what? I'm sorry.
Eine Cho. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about 6 from the bottom of the little square. You'll see the little box.
You know what? I have in my book, it would be on this 6 from the bottom.
All right, so the bottom, there's a little square, I'm sure on all of yours, because it separates that last chapter, that last paragraph. So from that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up from that little box.
Oh, I see it. And Eine Cho Eleka Yasib Beret.
No, Yasa.
Yasa Beru.
Yasa Beru.
Ba'ata Notain Lahem et Hakolam.
No, Achlam.
Oh, I'm sorry. Achlam Betito.
Beito.
Right. Beito.
Right.
Do you want me to go on or no?
Yes, one more line.
Poteach.
Poteach.
Et Yadech. Yadecha. Bas Umas Bia.
Good.
Lechol
Chai.
Chai Ratzon.
Yes, good. That's Chai, everybody. 18. It's life. That's Chai.
Chai.
All right.
You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
Very good. Who has not? Has everybody read? I'm looking. I think we lost somebody, but okay. Everybody else has read. Good. Let's. What time is it? Let me see. Oh, we're late. We're late. All right. So just practice it. I mean, go on to that YouTube. I'll try and send you that. I'll make a copy of that and send that to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. My pleasure. I love seeing you all. Okay.
And it really makes us feel good when we see the little 7 and 8-year-olds up in the bima leading Ashrei, and here we sit, we can't even read the words.
Yeah, but they read.
They started learning it when they were 4. They were going to Hebrew school for 3 days a week. It takes 10,000 hours to become an expert in any given area.
Right.
So they started earlier. And we know the tunes and we know the words that are most familiar. But Niflil Techa is not conversational Hebrew. I don't care what you say.
Plus, to be honest with you, that's all they practice. When they're supposed to do it on the bima, that's all they've been practicing. Nothing else. And they so that they can do it and perform and get it. So don't worry, you guys are doing good.
It's very helpful, Anne, though, to hear you pronounce it completely.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to practice this one more.
I have let it, but I'm petrified when I do, because sometimes the words get jumbled in my mouth too. It's like, so very good. All right, ladies.
If I can say something real fast before we're cut off. I think back at after our very first class, what a lot of people were saying, they were hoping we would work on Ashrei because it goes so fast and we all need help. And I thought I sent out to everybody an audio of Ashrei that my daughter made. And I'll try to find it and I can send it out to everybody again.
I have it, I'm sure. I keep everything for advanced beginner in there. I have it. I'll do it, Beth. I'll find it and send it.
Okay.
I think, sounds like
have a good
that
copy.
one
All
here
right,
we need
everybody,
to
I'm going to
help
end us. Goodbye. Take care. Have a good day.
Okay.